Stop. If you were about to click buy on a Nikon Z8 or even a Sony A1 II, you need to watch this video first because the king is about to be dethroned. Welcome to Tech Vibe, where we pull back the curtain on the tech that actually matters to professional creators. Today we are diving deep into the most anticipated camera release of 2026, the Nikon Z8 II. We are talking about a revolutionary graphite thermal design, red-powered cinema internals, and an AI autofocus system so advanced it feels like it is reading your mind. Is this the camera that finally ends the brand wars? Let's get into the truth behind the leaks. The camera industry just shifted, and Nikon didn't just iterate, they reinvented. We have spent weeks digging through supply chain leaks and exclusive whispers from Japan to bring you the definitive guide to the Nikon Z8 Mark II. From a massive sensor overhaul to the integration of Hollywood-grade video tech, the specs we are seeing are frankly terrifying for the competition. For the last 3 years, the original Nikon Z8 has been the Goldilocks camera, the perfect size and the perfect power, but in 2026 the landscape has changed. With Canon pushing the R5 series and Sony's A1 lineup dominating the ultra-high-end, Nikon is preparing a counterstrike that leverages their biggest move in a decade, which was the acquisition of RED Digital Cinema. The Z8 II is not just a Mark II refresh. It is a hybrid monster designed to bridge the gap between world-class photography and high-end cinematography. But the real question is, does the hardware live up to the hype? Let's talk about the heart of the beast. While the internet has been screaming for a global shutter, our sources suggest Nikon is taking a smarter, more balanced route. Expect a customized fast-scan stacked CMOS sensor. Why not global? Because Nikon wants to protect that industry-leading dynamic range and low-light performance that landscape photographers live for. This new sensor is rumored to feature a dual-stream architecture that essentially eliminates rolling shutter while maintaining a base ISO of 64. Imagine shooting a hummingbird's wings at 1/32,000th of a second with zero distortion, but still having the latitude to pull detail out of the deepest shadows in a sunset. That is the Nikon philosophy. Under the hood, we are looking at the debut of the Expeed processor. This is not just a speed bump, it is an AI powerhouse. We are hearing reports of predictive trajectory tracking. This uses neural networks derived from industrial robotics to predict where a subject will move before they actually do it. Whether you are shooting a chaotic sports sideline or a skittish snow leopard in the Himalayas, the Z8 II's stickiness is expected to surpass even the flagship Z9. It is not just recognizing eyes, it is recognizing movement patterns. If you have ever missed a shot because your autofocus jumped to a background branch, those days are officially over. This is where it gets spicy, because this is the first Z-series body developed fully after the RED acquisition. The Z8 II is rumored to feature internal 12-bit ProRes RAW and a color science pipeline directly influenced by RED's IPP2 workflow. But the biggest hardware change is the graphite thermal overhaul. One of the few complaints about the original Z8 was the heat during long 8K sessions. The Z8 II is whispered to feature a revolutionary internal graphite sheet cooling system. No fans, no noise, just unlimited 8K 60p recording. This transforms the Z8 II from a stills camera that does video into a legitimate mini RED cinema camera that fits in your backpack. Nikon knows their audience. The Z8 II will likely retain that rugged, weather-sealed magnesium alloy chassis, but with a few key pro-level tweaks. We are looking at a redesigned 4-axis tilting screen with higher brightness for those sunny desert shoots. More importantly, rumors point to a dual CF Express Type B slot configuration. No more mismatched card speeds with SD slots. If you are a pro shooting high bitrate video or 30 frames per second RAW bursts, you need that symmetry. Nikon is finally listening to the power users who demand redundancy without compromise. Now let's talk about your wallet. The original Z8 launched at a very aggressive price point, but the Z8 II is moving further upmarket. Given the global rise in components and the sheer level of tech packed into this body, expect a launch price in the range of $4,500 to $4,800 $. As for the release window, all signs point to a major announcement in the second quarter of 2026, possibly timed to dominate the conversation around the upcoming winter sports season. If you see the current Z8 getting massive discounts at major retailers right now, that is the clearest signal yet that the successor is on the horizon. So is the Nikon Z8 II worth the wait? If you are a hybrid creator who needs the world's best autofocus red tier video internals and a sensor that does not compromise on dynamic range, the answer is a resounding yes. This is not just a camera, it is a statement that Nikon is here to lead and not follow. But I want to hear from you. Does the lack of a global shutter deal break it for you, or is that red video integration the must-have feature you have been waiting for? Drop a comment below because I read every single one. If you found this deep dive helpful, smash that like button and subscribe to Tech Vibe for more authentic, unfiltered tech coverage. Every single year we see brands try to play it safe, but Nikon has realized that to win the premium market they have to offer something the smartphone in your pocket can never replicate. That is pure tactile power and optical perfection. The Z8 II represents a shift from mechanical reliance to computational brilliance. We are seeing early reports of a new electronic viewfinder that offers zero blackout and a refresh rate that mimics the human eye so closely you will forget you were looking at a screen. This is crucial for sports and wildlife photographers who need that instantaneous connection to the subject. Furthermore, the buffer depth on this machine is rumored to be effectively bottomless when paired with the latest generation of CF Express cards. You could hold that shutter down for a minute straight and the camera wouldn't even flinch. This is the kind of reliability that professionals in the US and Europe demand when they are on a high-stakes assignment. We are also looking at improved battery life through a more efficient power management system in the Expeed chip, which means more frames per charge even with all these high-end features running. The integration of the red color science is perhaps the most underrated part of this leak. Professional colorists have long preferred the skin tones and highlight roll-off of red sensors, and bringing that aesthetic to a mirrorless form factor is a game-changer for independent filmmakers. You won't just be capturing data, you will be capturing a look that previously required a $20,000 rig. As we approach the official launch date, the tension in the industry is palpable. Nikon has regained its footing, and with the Z8 II they are looking to take the crown once and for all. Make sure you are subscribed so you don't miss our hands-on review the second this unit hits our studio. The Z8 II is shaping up to be a legendary piece of kit, but it is only one piece of the puzzle. Nikon's 2026 lens roadmap is just as insane. Want to see our breakdown of the upcoming 70 to 200mm S Mark II? Click the video on your screen right now. Thanks for watching Tech Vibe, stay creative, and I will catch you in the next video.